Should Arsenal break the bank for one of the best attacking players in the world? Should Arsenal break the bank for someone that was nearly a Ballon d'Or winner? Should Arsenal break the bank and bring to North London Vinicius Jr.? We all fell back in our seats yesterday when this news broke from David Ornstein. A real Orny bomb. A real one. Like, this one was a real boom blast because I've talked about this on this channel. I talked about a month ago about the opportunity. Maybe Vinicius Jr. becomes available because of his contract status. And all of that we're going to get into in just a second. I talked about it a month ago that this could happen. Like, why aren't we looking in that direction? We lost out to Chelsea on the Morgan Rogers deal. And everyone was saying Arsenal this, Arsenal that. You guys know from this channel, I wasn't particularly gingered. I wasn't particularly moved by Morgan Rogers. Good player. 100 and whatever million it was going to be. I thought, I don't know, man. And I'm someone that always says, well, it ain't my father's money. So whatever, spend the money, bring the player in. But here I am, Arsenal. Should Arsenal break the bank for Vinicius Jr.? You have to break the bank for this one. You have to break the bank. And we're going to go through like the series of events, what David Ornstein's tweet said, because I think we have enough evidence from the tweet that Arsenal are they're here for this. They're here for this. They want this to happen. And it's now just a case of opening that conversation with Real Madrid, which will be the difficult part. It will be the difficult part. However, let's get into it. Let's see why, this basically made the room shake when David Ornstein dropped this. David Ornstein, I'm just reading his tweet, exclusive. Arsenal exploring move to sign Vinicius Jr. from Real Madrid. AFC interest early stage and clubs not yet in talks, but idea approved at all levels. That is massive. Idea approved at all levels. Much rests on contract process as no breakthrough yet at Real Madrid. Real Madrid do not want free exit. So Vinicius Jr. is free to leave and move on from Real Madrid as of next summer. That's when his contract is up. So obviously they don't want him to play out this long contract thing and then players leave for free as they often do these days. They want to either know, is he going to sign a new contract or do we have to sell him? Because 100% losing Vinicius Jr. on a free is a madness. Like, that is an absolute madness. So can Real Madrid make some money from this potentially this summer? That part about it being approved at all levels, that means that Arteta, I guess, Berta, Josh, anyone else in that room, they're looking at each other and being like, yeah, let's do it. Transfer budget might cost X, to get him out of there. Transfer fee, yeah, let's do it. Wages might cost X to get this done. Yeah, let's do it. And then probably looking at the windfall of, what it could make the club, because I remember, was it 11 million they made back on Ozil on the first day he arrived at Arsenal? From shirts, obviously. Like, I think we are looking at something that could be absolutely massive. Vinicius Jr. This eclipses Ozil. And Ozil was massive. Alexis Sanchez was massive to Arsenal. These are like, that just come to my head now, my memory now. Like, these are two of the biggest signings Arsenal have ever made. Ozil and Alexis Sanchez. And I am sorry, and with all due respect, Vinicius Jr. absolutely eclipses both names. Like, this is a real room shaker. And the fact that Arsenal are all on board, like, all right, let's do it. For sure, they're going to have parameters. Like, I'm not saying they're going to be stupid completely and just, give him stupid money or whatever the case is. But they know what it should cost, roughly. And from what David Ornstein said, at this point, they're like, yeah, let's do it. Let's go. Like, honestly, this is fantastic because our club is behaving like a big club. We're behaving like Premier League champions. And that is all we have ever asked. Act like you go here. Act like you've been here before. And they're acting like they've been here before. This is massive. Now, again, this is all that's what's happening in the club right now. There's been no formal bid, no formal talks with Real Madrid right now. So we have to do kind of, hold our horses, rein it in just a bit. We've got to see how this develops over the next whatever week or so. But that contract situation is what's kind of opened the door for Arsenal to think there's a player that could become available. And when a world-class player like this becomes available, you have to try and do something about it. You have to try and do something about it. Arsenal would be a fantastic move for him. He would snatch that left-hand side with two hands. Obviously, Solis has just come in. Big up Solis. Martinelli is still in the club. You'd have to think that he may be sold to kind of balance the books somewhat. You'd think that might happen. But in the meantime, while he's still an Arsenal player, he provides adequate competition for the likes of a Martinelli, the likes of a Solis. Vinicius on one side and Saka on the other is a madness. It is a madness. He is an elite Champions League pedigree player. 2 Champions Leagues to his name. Like I said, a season ago or so, he nearly won a Ballon d'Or. Maybe should have won the Ballon d'Or, depending who you ask. One of the best one-on-one dribblers in the world. Like an absolutely phenomenal player. And the financial outlay, I believe for a lot of it, it'll take care of itself. Like, for them to be like, okay, this is they know it's gonna make sense. It will make sense, and this is how you improve a squad that just won the Premier League that now wants to go on and win the Champions League. Bring in someone that has know-how of winning leagues, of winning Champions Leagues. It's how you do it. That's how you get better. That's how you improve. It totally makes sense. We can't act like there are problems to this deal though. The wages will be the biggest in the club. He'll probably be commanding something like 400 to 600 grand a week, I would say. 400 to 600 grand a week, making him the biggest paid player, the biggest earner in the club. And you don't know if you want to create that disparity in wages and how that's going to make the dressing room feel. It might disrupt it somewhat. The transfer fee, I mean, if Morgan Rogers is going for 117 million, this is like an 150 million player plus, we're looking in that region, I would say. Do other targets get sacrificed if we splash on Vinicius? And the word is splash. Like, do we still look at an Alvarez, a Guimaraes in centre mid? Barcola, I'm sure would be out. It won't be happening because we've got a left winger. And Diomande is someone that Real Madrid are looking at. So maybe this is what even further pushes this story along, that it's got legs. That Real Madrid could be open. Now, there's been some noise that Jose Mourinho doesn't want this to happen. Obviously, he don't want to lose a world-class player. He probably doesn't want to lose a player to Arsenal as well, being ex-Chelsea man. But the board are going to need Vinicius to act. They probably want to keep him. But if you don't want to sign, then, bro, we have to sell you. We're not losing you for free. So should Arsenal break the bank, break the wage structure for Vinicius Jr.? Listen, those famous words. It's not my father's money. Do it. Make a statement. Make a massive statement. Let's retain this Premier League at the very least this season. And then try for more. Make a massive statement. This will help us with our goals so much. Like, If Arsenal genuinely have the opportunity to sign one of the world's best forward players, best attacking players, best left wingers, opportunities like this don't just come along every day. Go and get the job done, Arsenal. It will be difficult. So no Arsenal fan should set themselves up for failure. It will be a difficult deal to do. But if our club wants to now act like a big club, let's go for it. Let's back them to do so. What do you guys think? I'm not going to ask you, should we bring in Vinicius Jr? Because yes is the answer to that. But what do you think the financial outlay of that deal could look like? Wages, transfer fee. Let me know down below in the comments. If you liked today's video, hit the like button. If you're new to the channel, welcome to the channel. Subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell so you get notified each and every time I drop a new video. My name is Mekz. This is the Cannon Club. Come on, you Gunners.